Welcome to the Tinkering Think Tank. Today's video is going to be on coin collecting and how you can get into it as a beginner. I would recommend for any beginners into the hobby of coin collecting, consider quarters. U.S. quarters, as of 1999, they started issuing state quarters, and there's been a huge variety. It's easy for the young hobbyist to find a wide variety of coins in states, people, and national parks. So what do you need to get into this hobby? It's pretty inexpensive to get into. What I'd recommend is look into some of these coin collecting books. I was able to find these for $5 a piece, and in addition to that, I would recommend a magnifying glass. As you'll soon realize if you get into this art or this hobby, the mint stamp on these coins can be very small depending on the year. So anyway, the one I've got here, you can hold it around your neck like this. It's got a light on it. Makes it a little easier to see. In addition to that, you may need some cleaning supplies. What I'd recommend is there's a two-step process. Sometimes the coins are dirty, and you can get the dirt off of them simply by using water and dishwashing soap. If that doesn't work, then you can progress to white vinegar and baking soda. Just as a caution, if you've got highly valuable coins, cleaning them with abrasives can devalue them. You can put scratches on them. But for what I'm doing, it's just coin collecting books. I just want to be able to read them, to be honest with you. So, in addition to that, you'll need a towel or some way to dry them off, and some containers to put the soap, water, and vinegar in. Also, I'll go in at the end of this, give you some tips on where to find some of these little coins. Obviously, the first place you're going to look is around your house. Most people has a change jar or change drawer. But once you filter through that, I'll give you some tips on where you can find them. And actually, I've been pretty lucky with some of these. So what I'd like to show you now is the steps to cleaning. I've already set up this already. So step one, you got a little bit of dishwashing soap, a soft bristle brush, and water. I'm going to take this quarter that I found here that's probably tarnished. I don't think it'll come clean in this. But just drop it in the soapy water, let it set for about 10 minutes, and then try to scrub it off with a soft bristle brush. I'm going to rush this through here, doesn't matter. But you get the point. Just scrub it on both sides. Try drying it off. If that doesn't work, you're going to pour some white vinegar in a container. Now, for this, you need to let it set about 30 seconds as a minimum. Okay, while that's setting, I did mention that there's mint marks on most quarters. Some of the older ones don't have mint marks, but when we started making them in more than one place, then they started identifying by the mint marks of where they were made. And these books will depict by year and by where they were minted at. So, like for example, these are 1988s. You can see one is from Pennsylvania and the other one is from the Denver Mint. And usually the mint mark, if you're looking at George Washington's head, it'll be right down where his ponytail ends. And again, on some of those, the mint marks are very, very small and hard to read without a magnifying glass. All right, we've given this 30 seconds now. Now the next step, and I like to do this over a little tray so I don't make a mess on the table, is you take some baking soda. I like to put in a little cap here, and then taking gently at first, I like to scrub it with my fingers, work it in, work anything that'll come off. Sometimes you can try cleaning them and then will come clean. Hopefully I'll be looking on this one. So you just lightly scrub it. And as soon as it's done, what I like to do is take the water dish I've already got poured and rinse off the baking soda. Again, this is, I wouldn't do this with expensive coins. You put scratches in it and ruin their value. Okay, well that worked out pretty well. All right, for example, this one right here is a 2018 Apostle Islands. This is has a P on it for the Philadelphia Mint. So for something like this, you just go into the appropriate book. See, this is 2010 through 2021. And 2018 Apostle Islands, that is actually one that I need. So simple as that, the mystery is solved. One less coin that I need to find. Now this collection of books that I got from a hobby store goes all the way back to 1948 and projects through 2025. So it tells you coins that haven't even been put into circulation yet. So that's it. That's how you clean it. Now, you've got everything you need. You went through your house. Now you've run out of coins. So next step is, where do you get more? Well, what I'd recommend is you check with other family members. Tell them you're collecting coins, or your kid is collecting coins, and you'd like to buy their old coins if they have what you need. Another way to get them is vending machines. Sometimes you'll put $1 in there and you push change, and it'll give you your change back. And you can look through that. Sometimes you might still run into an old arcade where you can cash change in and spend it on the games. Another way to get coins. And last but not least, one of my favorites, especially for quarters, if you go to a self-service car wash, you put a 10 or 20 in and get a whole bunch of coins to go through. So it's a really fun hobby. It's a break from electronics nowadays. I highly recommend you share this with anybody you think may be interested in collecting coins. All right. Thanks again for watching Tinkering Think Tank, and please give us a thumbs up and subscribe if you like this kind of information.